Добрый вечер. Меня зовут Julius. Вы говорите по-русски? Хорошо. Я научу вас, как зажечь свечу. Now what I just said was, good evening, my name is Julius. Do you speak Russian? Very well. Today I'm going to teach you how to light a candle. And if you thought I was going to teach you Russian, I'm sorry, but I'm here to teach you to light like a candle. Now the things I'm going to go over today are how to use a lighter, how to make a fire mixtape, and then how to light a candle with a lighter and a fire mixtape. Now first, what you're going to need is just a regular Bic lighter. And now what this lighter is, you'll see that there is a guard, a spark wheel, and a fork. And what you need to do is, with that guard, you have to apply enough pressure to where you make contact with that spark wheel. And once you make enough contact with the spark wheel, you'll press down, opening up the fork, which then that fork opens up the gases. If you're new to this, you might have to practice before you go ahead and start lighting things on fire, but just simple practice and you'll be doing this. It's okay if you are doing this and you're not lighting it. It's okay. It takes time. Some people aren't the greatest at it at first, but next thing you know, you'll be starting fire. And now what you want to try to avoid to do is, you want to try to avoid holding this flame on for too long. Because if you do, you'll notice there's this metal guard right here. And it'll get too hot. Next thing you know, you're going to start burning yourself. And no one likes unintentionally burning themselves. It hurts pretty bad. I don't like burning myself. I sure as hope you don't like burning yourself. And also what you don't want to do is, you don't want to spark it and just hold that fork open. Because you holding that fork open, you're just letting all the gases out and you're just wasting a good lighter. And you don't want to waste. Who likes wasting? I don't. So now that I taught you to use a lighter, how to use it, and then what not to do with the lighter, I'm going to go on to my next point of how to make a fire mixtape. Now, what you'll need, you don't need anything great. You don't need anything fancy. You just got to get creative with what you have in your surroundings. All you need is like a pen or a pencil, like so, and just do some simple table beats. Just and you got yourself a sick beat. And then once you have that sick beat going, you're then going to have a lyrical mind. And with that lyrical mind, you got to be able to produce lyrics that your listeners can relate to. That word like, ooh, spitting bars so hard that it's so hot, it's going to catch this house on fire. And beats so sick, I think I'm catching a cold. And once you bring it all together and you got it going, you're going to have yourself a fire mixtape. I guarantee you. You touch that fire mixtape with anything, it'll be fire. Causing fire all throughout the place. You'll have this, a fire mixtape. And I caution you, once you make a fire mixtape, you're not going to want to toss it on anything or leave it anywhere unattended. Or at least have a fire extinguisher nearby to extinguish any flames. And I don't want to be liable for any houses getting on fire for when you play my fire mixtape. Alright? So, now that I taught you how to make a fire mixtape, now I'm going to tell you how to light the candle using your lighter and your fire mixtape. So what you're going to do is you need a candle. And with this candle, you're going to take your lighter. And like I taught you, you're going to press down on the guard, hitting the spark wheel, and opening up the fork, releasing gases. Now holding it open, you'll take the candle, and you're just going to simply tilt and hit the wick. Voila. You have lit the candle. Now, the other ways you can always do it without having to tilt it right away or let it get hot is just immediately hold the candle over it, take the lighter, press down the guard, hit the spark wheel, and hit the fork open. Hit that wick. Make sure not to get the flame on the wax or you'll end up with hot wax on your hands. And there you go. And Now to use the Fire mixtape, you're going to go ahead and want to do this. I already done this in the past. Can't do it right now, but I'll show you a video of how to do it. So here's what happens. Having a hard time starting that candle? Caught my mixtape. It's fire. Having a hard time starting that candle? Caught my. That's how you light a candle using a mixtape. Today I went over how to use a lighter, how to make a Fire mixtape, and how to light a candle using a lighter and your Fire mixtape. Now I challenge you to go light a candle and cop my mixtape.